Just I am considering a surface like this. Some field exists on the surface. Some field exists on the surface like this. That is a vector field A bar. Now I am considering a small element having a area ds. This is a vector perpendicular to the surface A n bar. This is surface S. So here a vector field is given, which is continuous in a region which contains smooth surface S. So we define the surface integral as the surface integral. We can define as surface integral is equal to integration over S a bar dot ds. Surface integral is equal to a bar dot ds. So this is a open surface. That is open surface. Open surface. This is also this is an open surface. Suppose if the surface is closed, if the surface is closed, if the surface is closed, that is closed surface. Closed surface. So closed surface defines a volume. Closed surface defines a volume. That is this is a surface. I am closing the entire surface, so it becomes a volume. Then we can define flux is equal to integration over S a bar dot ds. That is the amount of field lines coming out of the surface. The amount of field lines coming out of the surface is nothing but flux. So if you calculate psi is equal to integration over S a bar dot ds. So whatever the amount of flux coming out from the volume is nothing but the amount leaving the surface. The amount of flux leaving the surface. Therefore psi, the amount of field lines crossing the surface is given by integration, closed integration S. That is here this circle represents closed surface S a bar dot ds. A bar dot ds. So here one important thing is I am considered a line. If I close the line, it becomes a open surface. If I close the surface, it becomes a volume. It becomes a volume. So this is a surface integral, which is very important one. That is closed surface. The amount of field lines over the on the surface of a closed surface is nothing but the amount of flux coming out from the volume. So flux is also defined as integration of closed surface a bar dot ds. So now we will define divergence. What is a divergence? How we can define divergence is the divergence of a vector field a bar at a given point P is the outward flux leaving the point. Outward flux leaving the point. It is defined as div A bar. It is also del dot A bar. Del dot A bar. So the divergence of A bar at any given point is outward flux leaving the point. Suppose I am using a single point. So the amount of flux leaving this point is nothing but diverge. That is the amount of field leaving the point. Flux is nothing but field lines. So the amount of field lines leaving the point is nothing but a divergence. So this is called positive divergence. Positive divergence away from the point P. Away from the point P. Suppose this is a point, all field lines are coming towards the point. All field lines are coming towards point P. It is called negative divergence. Negative divergence. Suppose I am considering a point P here. Field lines are coming like this. And field lines are leaving like this. That is, no field line is diverging from the point. So coming like this and leaving also in the same direction. So it is called zero divergence. Zero divergence. So here the meaning of divergence is nothing but the amount of flux or the amount of field lines. The amount of field lines leaving or diverging from a particular point. Suppose A bar is equal to AX bar plus AY bar plus AZ bar. This is a vector field. Then the divergence del dot A bar is given by, since it is a dot product, only corresponding X components will come. So dou by dou X AX plus dou by dou Y AY plus dou by dou Z AZ. Similarly, suppose if A bar is equal to, this is first one, the second one is A bar is equal to cylindrical coordinate system, A rho AR bar plus A phi bar plus AZ bar. Then del dot A bar is given by 1 by rho dou by dou rho A rho plus 1 by rho dou A phi by A phi plus dou AZ by dou Z. This is the divergence formula. Third one is del dot A. Suppose A bar is equal to AR bar plus A theta bar plus A phi bar. That is spherical coordinate system. Then del dot A bar is given by 1 by R square into dou by dou R square AR plus 1 by R sin theta dou by dou theta A theta sin theta plus 1 by R sin theta dou by dou phi of A phi. So these are the formulas for divergence. So we have to keep in mind these formulas to solve the problems. Here, this is the divergence formulas in 3 coordinate systems. Now we will see very important theorem called divergence theorem. Divergence theorem. Divergence theorem. We know that, suppose I am considering a volume. Volume means closed surface. Closed surface. Suppose some flux is coming from the volume or some field lines coming from the volume like this. From the volume like this. Then the divergence, suppose this is A bar. According to the divergence is del dot a bar from a single point, del dot a bar. So entire volume means integration over volume del dot a bar. That is the diverging field from the volume. Integration over v del dot a bar. Because del dot a bar is for a single point. So if you integrate over a volume, then we will get a divergence from a volume. We also know that this is the flux. That is, flux is nothing but amount of field lines coming from the volume. We also know that this already we can calculate. Flux is nothing but integration over S a bar dot ds, that is the amount of field lines on the surface, is nothing but the amount of field lines coming from the volume. Both are same. So you can relate these two. Therefore integration over S a bar dot ds is equal to integration over v del dot a bar. Del dot a bar. This is called divergence theorem. Divergence theorem. Here very interesting, this one. We are relating closed surface to open volume integral. So closed surface is nothing but volume. So the amount of field line or the amount of flux diverging from volume is nothing but the amount of flux on the surface. The amount of flux on the surface. So integration over S a bar dot ds is nothing but integration over v del dot a bar. This is called divergence theorem. So this divergence theorem relates closed surface relates surface integrals to volume integrals. Surface integrals to volume integrals. So which is very, very important theorem. Divergence theorem. So in statement form we can say that the divergence theorem states that the total outward flux of a vector field a bar through the closed surface S is same as volume integral of divergence of a bar. This is the statement form. Now we will work out a problem based on this divergence. The problem is determine the divergence of vector fields. First one is rho is equal to x square yz ax cap plus xz az cap. Since it is given in terms of the solution is, since it is given in terms of xyz, we have to use del dot divergence. Del dot rho is equal to, or del dot p, suppose this is point p. So del dot p is equal to, the formula is dou by dou x of px plus dou by dou x of py plus dou by dou y of dou by dou z of pz. Here px is equal to x square yz. X comes a scalar component of x. Py is equal to 0. Pz is equal to xz. Therefore del dot p is equal to dou by dou x of px. Yz is constant, that is 2x yz plus dou by dou y 0, dou by dou z of xz, that is x, that is equal to x common 1 plus 2 yz. So this is the divergence of a vector field. Second problem is, do exercise this problem. T is equal to, the vector field T is equal to 1 by r square cos theta ar bar plus r sin theta cos phi a theta bar plus cos theta a phi bar. So this is a vector given field. Then what is del dot t? So just to use the formula, since it is here given r theta phi, we have to use divergence formula of spherical coordinates. So use that formula and calculate answer. Answer for this problem is 2 cos theta cos phi. 2 cos theta cos phi. So solve the problem and verify your answer. Next problem is, the problem is like this. If a of r is equal to 10 into e power minus 2z rho a rho plus a z bar. This is a vector field. Then determine flux of a or a of r out of the entire surface of the cylinder rho equal to 1, 0 less than or equal to z less than or equal to 1. Confirm the result using divergence theorem. Confirm the result using divergence theorem. So this kind of problems are having some interesting concepts. We will see how to solve this problem. Solution to this problem is, here first of all is given cylinder surface, so entire surface. So rho is equal to 1, z is 0 to 1. Suppose if you draw a figure x, y, z. Since z is equal to 0 means the cylinder lies from 0 to 1. So like this. The bottom surface is at z is equal to 0, top surface is at z is equal to 1. So this is z is equal to 0, this is z is equal to 1. What is the radius? Radius is equal to 1. Rho is equal to 1. 0 less than z less than 1. Phi we know. Phi is 0 less than phi less than 2 pi. That is constant for cylindrical coordinate system. Here what they are asking? They are asking the flux of the vector field out of the entire surface. Out of the entire surface. So here we have three possibilities. So the flux may come out of bottom surface, the flux comes from top surface, and the flux from sides. So these three possibilities we are having. So we have to calculate flux from bottom, flux from top, flux from sides. So the total flux is equal to integration closed surface, because we are calculating closed surface. Cylinder is a closed one. So closed surface yes g dot ds. So that is equal to flux from top, flux from bottom plus flux from sides. So 3, I am dividing into 3. So first of all I am calculating flux from top side. Flux from top side. So top side means z is equal to 1. So for phi t, that is flux from top, z is equal to fixed 1, z is equal to 1. ds, here comes the differential surface element ds. So here z is equal to constant. Z is equal to constant. That is z is in perpendicular direction. So what we have to consider? We have differential elements d rho, rho d phi and dz. So here since we are considering z is equal to constant, that is the normal vector is az. So ds is nothing but rho d phi az. ds is equal to rho d phi az. Then calculate psi t. Therefore psi t is equal to integration over s a bar dot ds. Therefore that is equal to integration over, so the variation is along rho and phi only. So rho is equal to 0 to 1, phi is equal to 0 to 2 pi 10 into e power minus 2, because z is equal to 1, so 2z is equal to 2 only, that's why e power minus 2. Here rho plus az bar into az bar, that is here ds, surface element is d rho, again rho d phi az. Since it has az, this component vanishes, only az component remains. That is nothing but integration rho is equal to 0 to 1, phi is equal to 0 to 2 pi 10 e power minus 2. This component vanishes, only az remains, into rho d phi. So the entire thing is nothing but mathematical. If you simplify that thing, so psi t is equal to, you will get 10. We have to integrate with respect to rho and phi. So e power minus 2 constant. So if you integrate with respect to rho square by 2 in the range 0 to 1, phi in the range 0 to 2 pi. So if you simplify this, you will get 10 pi e power minus 2. This is psi t. Similarly, side bottom I am considering. Bottom means z is equal to 0. Now what is ds? ds is equal to rho d phi az, because here flux is in opposite direction. From bottom side the flux is in downward direction, so it is minus az now. Minus az, that is the normal to bottom plate. So psi b is equal to integration rho is equal to 0 to 1, phi is equal to 0 to 2 pi 10 into e power 0. Since it has az, only we will have az. So minus sign here, rho d phi. So that is equal to, if you simplify, minus 10 into rho square by 2 in the range 0 to 1, phi in the range 0 to 2 pi. That is nothing but minus 10 pi. The only thing is here, if you observe here, side top, e power minus 2 cancels because z is equal to 0, and you will get minus 10. Minus because of minus az direction. So directly also you can write minus 10 pi for bottom plate. Next one is sides. Flux due to sides. So sides means what is common? The common thing is radius. Sides means radius is equal to 1. So rho is equal to constant. Rho is equal to constant means ds is equal to rho is constant means rho d phi dz, a rho cap. This is a ds. Therefore flux due to sides is equal to integration in the you have to integrate 0 to 2 pi and z is equal to 0 to 1, 10 into e power minus 2z. Here a rho, so only you will get a rho component, that is rho into rho d phi dz. So that is equal to integration 0 to 2 pi, pi is equal to z is equal to 0 to 1, 10 into e power minus 2z rho square d phi dz. So integrate correspondingly and you will get 10 pi into 1 power e power minus 2. 10 pi into 1 minus e power minus 2. Therefore, total flux is nothing but top plus bottom plus sides. So that is nothing but 10 pi e power minus 2 minus 10 pi plus 10 pi into 1 minus e power minus 2. So this is nothing but 0. So the total flux leaving is 0. So in the problem, the next one is confirm the statement with the divergence theorem. We know that here what we calculated integration over S, a bar dot ds we calculated. According to divergence theorem, this is also equal to integration over v del dot a. Del dot a. So now first calculate del dot a. Del dot a is equal to how much? Here it is given, a bar is equal to 10 e power minus 2z rho a rho plus az. Since it is in terms of rho, it is this is 2z, this is a cylindrical coordinate. So cylindrical coordinate, what is del dot a bar? Del dot a bar is nothing but 1 by rho, dou by dou rho, rho a rho plus 1 by rho, dou by dou phi a phi plus dou by dou z of az. So we have to remember this formula, otherwise it is impossible to solve this problem. So this is equal to, here only given a rho and az components, a phi is equal to 0. Therefore 1 by rho, dou by dou rho, what is rho into a rho? So that is nothing but rho square into 10 e power minus 2z plus a phi component is 0, dou by dou z of az, 10 into e power minus 2z. So if you simplify this is nothing but 1 by rho 2, this is 1 by rho into 2 rho, 10 e power minus 2z, differentiation with respect to rho, minus 20 e power minus 2z. So this is nothing but 2 cancels, 20 e power minus 2z minus 20 e power minus 2z. These 2 cancels, that is equal to 0. So del dot a is equal to 0. Then implies integration volume del dot a is also equal to 0. This is dV is equal to 0. So both are equal. So divergence theorem is verified. Divergence theorem is verified. Divergence theorem is verified. That is, the flux out of the entire surface is nothing but the flux leaving from the volume of the cylinder. So divergence theorem is verified here. So like this, divergence theorem is useful. Generally, in our examination, suppose if they ask what is the flux living through the entire surface, then directly don't calculate surface integral. Directly calculate divergence. So that you can simplify the formula. But the thing you have to keep in mind is the divergence formula for that particular coordinate system is needed. So you have to keep in mind that divergence formula. Otherwise it is difficult to solve the problem. Even though if you go for surface calculations, it will take more time. So this kind of problems are very important. Therefore, the flux living